Hello guys, welcome to this video. The major purpose for this video is to basically tell you about my service and the launch of infinitechatting.com. This is my chatting agency that I'm opening, but I want to let you know first that I'm also an agency owner. I'm the CEO and the founder of infinitemanagement.com and infinitechatting.com. One is an OnlyFans agency and the other one is chatting agency, and currently we are only accepting public clients for infinitechatting.com. So if you're a creator and or an agency that is looking for better chatting or better service and think your chatting can be improved, watch this video to the end. Maybe you will find some useful information, or maybe you'll find out that all you need is us as a solution. About us. A little bit about us. Before that, I want to tell you a little bit about me. My name is Shoria Soni, CEO and founder of Infinite Management and Infinite Chatting. I started OnlyFans Management back in 2022 February, and after that, before the end of the year, I was making a good amount of money, $40,000 to $50,000 in profit. But then a few months later, I had to close down the business because of some personal issues. A year and a half later, I joined the UFM business again with one of my really good friends as a partner. I was handling mostly the chatting side of the things, and then we separated, and now I'm doing my own thing, which is OnlyFans Management and now chatting management as well. So why do I want you to know that? First, I want you to know my story, and second, I want you to know that I do know what goes in the back end, what goes in the front end of the industry, and an OnlyFans account and an agency. So I've both the experiences. I've done marketing, I've done chatting, I've hired models, I've done creator acquisition, I've done every single part of the business you can imagine myself, hired people to do that. I have experience in everything, I have knowledge about everything, so I know how things go around and comes around in this industry. I've produced results, and that is overall why it's going to make it better for me to be your chatting agency or handle your chatting side of things, because at the end of the day, it's a symbiotic relationship. We are not different entities. If your agency has a different entity doing chatting and a different entity doing marketing, and they're not collaborative, it's not a symbiotic relationship, it will not succeed in the long term because it's a brand. Your sales will affect your traffic and the inbound and more people coming in, but what you do in the marketing side of things will reflect in the sales side of things. So if it's not collaborative, it is never going to work out. If it's not, hey, we know what's going on in the marketing, we know where the model is, she's in Spain, we have to tell everyone she's in Spain, etc., etc., she's traveling right now, she's here, she's doing this, oh, here her hair color changed, okay, she has a new toy that she want to play with, okay. If we both don't show the same story on both the ends at the same time, it will not work. So I know how the industry works inside out, and that is why I think I'm going to be the best guy to do that. But before making your decision, I want you to watch this video to the end, because I want to make sure that you're the right person, and you're the right person for us to work with you and you to work with us, so it can be the best deal ever. So what is the problem that we're trying to solve? Before that, I want to tell you about this quote from my mentor. You should never leave money on the table. You cannot afford to leave money on the table. And why is that? It's because leaving money on the table tells that your systems and your shit is not together. And when I say leaving money on the table, I mean, let's say you are focusing on traffic and you're maxing out traffic and we're maxing out chatting, but even one of them is lacking, or both of them lacking, or you're spread thin across the board and you're not being able to focus on any part of the business, it is going to lack, and that means there will be a lot of money, plenty of money left on the table. But let's say you're producing the amount of subs that are decent. Let's say you're producing 300 free subs a month, 300 paid subs a month, and we're maxing out the revenue. And then because we came in and we're maxing out the revenue and your total focus is on traffic now you can produce 600 subs a month. See? All in all, then we can capitalize on that, and you can capitalize on us, and then there you have more money basically no ending up in sweeping the table clean and getting our money, what we deserve, what you deserve, what the creator deserved, everyone being happy at the end of the day. So anyways, moving on to the problem. There are basically three major problems that agency faces. One is inexperienced chatters, or being inexperienced themselves. So let's say you are an agency owner, you have never done chatting yourself, you don't know how to do it, you don't know how it should be done, you don't know the best way to do it, you don't know how to deal with certain type of fans, etc. First, you won't be able to hire good chatters because you don't know yourself what is a good chatting. Second, maybe you go on Telegram groups or ofmjobs.com or whatever places, and then you hire a chatter. You're like, okay, you will have to run the chatters themselves because they know more than you. Or maybe you hire a manager, and then the manager hired their family and friends because they want to make money together, and now it's just a whole mess. But for us, we have one of the most talented pools of chatters at our fingertips. We have a database, and all our chatters have gone through good training. I believe that we have one of the best training programs in the world, in the industry, for chatting. And all our chatters we hire, or the pool of chatters before we hire, go through multiple screening process, our training, and multiple tests. And the tests are about their typing speed, their internet speed, their English, their emotional intelligence, and a couple more. And why emotional intelligence? Because emotional intelligence basically means that they have communication skills. They understand jokes. They understand sarcasm, satire. They can be entertainer and entertaining, because chatting does not mean, hey, here's the photo, give me money. Here's the video, give me money. No, it does not mean that at all. Subs aren't here for just porn or nudes. That is free on the internet. You might have heard this millions and millions of times. They're here for an experience, but most people still fail to implement that, and it's very simple. It's very streamlined. You give them what they want. Of course, every fan is different, but most of the fans, you give them the experience of talking to a real girl, raising up a real girl, being entertained by a real girl. That feeling of being liked by a real girl, the attention by a real girl, and that is what they're here for. A girl that they admire, they like, and they think they're beautiful. They will spend their money. Another thing that we are really good at is 24/7 representation. I think this is a very simple thing, but most of the agencies just don't have it. They don't have the systems. They don't have the proper strategies. They don't have the proper management. Our chatters are trained to represent the creators in the best way possible as well, because creator representation is very important. Let's say you have a chatter, you don't know what's happening in the back end. At the end of the day, if they're rude with the chatter, if they're rude with the fan, if they fuck up some bullshit, they cuss at the fan, they start giving the girl a bad reputation, at the end, the creator is the one that will suffer the consequences, not the agency. Maybe agency a little bit more than the chatters, but the chatters will face no consequences, getting fired, moving on. So most of the chatters that you are going to hire from those groups, from those websites, random chatters, are agency hoppers with a lot of bad habits, with no good training, probably no emotional intelligence, and just going around from one agency to another, just hoping for a paycheck. Fan management system. So fan management system, no fan segregation system, makes everything very messy, because you don't know who's who. You don't have a fan category. You don't have a way to categorize the fan, differentiate between the fan. Okay, this is the kind of fan, this is how we deal with him. This is the kind of fan, this is how we deal with him. He's a student, we give him shit for cheap. He's a whale, he's in love, he thinks he's a boyfriend he want to marry. This is how we deal with him. He is a time waster, or he just likes to buy PPVs, or he just likes to buy porn. He's just here for porn. He likes the girl. For the physical, he doesn't really care. He knows what's going on. So there are all different kinds of fans, and you need to know how to deal with them. And once you know how to deal with them, fan management system consists of two things. One is fan categorization, and the other is, or classification, and the other is strategy to maximize the revenue using the different fan categories and grouping them and kind of giving them what they're here for. Split focus. So, like I said before, a lot of agencies are getting spread thin because one guy is trying to do everything, marketing and chatting. And I think marketing is the hardest job in the agency, because if you have no one to sell to, if you have no eyeballs, who you are going to sell to? Doesn't matter if you have the best chatters, the best salesmen. Doesn't matter your girl is 10 out of 10, absolute perfection. If you don't have no eyeballs, you cannot sell to anyone. And that is why traffic is the most important part of this business. And we just don't solve problems. We also have bonuses. We have some SOPs. We also help you improve our pages and some side things we care about, and we take care of to make sure that everything is taken care of and everything helps us to maximize the revenue. That is our goal at the end. We help you do page management. That means selecting the right profile picture, bio, banner, pin posts, welcome message, etc. A/B testing templates. We give you a template. That means you can A/B test different profile pictures, different profile pictures, different banners, different funnels. If there are anything on the traffic side that we think can improve the conversion rate, we will give you those tools and the SOPs. We have a bunch of them that we use for our own agency, and many of them that we can share, we will share with you, so you can seek the benefits as well. Vault management. So we also help you do vault management. We also give you SOPs and videos for your creators to make better content, to make better sequences, to help our chatters sell better. So if the sequence is a certain way, if there's, if it's like a tree, many branches, and then we can still streamline it at the same time, that is the best way to do it. It's really hard to explain it here, but once you watch the video that I'll share with you after you book that call and everything is done, it will make more sense, because I also give you examples. Innovation and ideas. We also keep up with the industry standards, what's going on, what's the best way, trying to stay one step ahead of everyone else, so we can basically be like, okay, everybody knows what this is, now we need to move on, now we need to do this, and this is what's working in the industry. So I have a big network of OFM, OnlyFans managers that I talk to, that I brainstorm with, that I'm really good friends with, and we help each other with new ideas, and we test and learn. And also there's some predictions that we make as well. Now, who is it for? So if you have more than 20 paid subs a day, 120 free subs a day, then the service makes sense for you, because if you have anything less, it's just not feasible. We won't make enough to be able to pay ourselves, our chatters. You won't be able to make any profit. It would just not be a good deal. If you're anything less than this, I think you should just go all in on you should just go all in on traffic and have maybe one chatter chatting for you, so you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, if you have any less subs than 20 paid subs a day or 120 free subs a day, you should focus all your time and energy on bringing in new traffic, and then maybe you can hit us up. Second is girlfriend experience. So if you're here to give a girlfriend experience, a clean experience to the fans, an experience that they're here for, the girl next door, the girl they like, that they just want attention from a good, beautiful girl that they admire, a non-flea market experience. It shouldn't look like it's just spamming porn, cheap selling strategies. That is not what we do. We give girlfriend experience. We give genuine connections to the fan that they're missing in their life. If you're here for a long-term relationship with us and with your model, with your creator, or if you're a creator just with us, if you're trying to build a long-term relationship and you have a long-term growth vision, then this partnership will make more sense, because we're not here for quick cash grabs, because that does not make sense for us. There are ways you can do that. There are PPV selling strategies. You make $4,000, $8,000 in one day if you have good traffic, and then boom, the LTV goes down. You've used all your content. You have sent 500 pieces of content for $500 to 20 people, and then they just never buy again. The next point is, if you trust our work and if you're open-minded to new strategies and the ideas that we have and the way we work, then this would make sense for us. But if you're someone who like to micromanage the creators, who like to micromanage us, this would not work, because we do need some freedom and we do have a way of working. And the reason we want to do this is so we can make sure that we work in the way we know how to do it. We work in a way that we can deliver results. Otherwise, it will be really hard. But at the same time, we are not unreasonable. If you have any obligations, we can discuss about it and we can see what the solution is. Of course, I'm not trying to just go ballistic and, oh, it's mine now, I'm going to do whatever I want. No, of course, we're going to consider your whatever issues you have or whatever things you want to change. We can have a talk about it. But if you're all the time micromanaging, that is not going to work. Good communication and good content delivery, very, very important. Because communication and speed is the key, okay? If you have good communication between you and us, between you and the creator, or even between us and the creator, it would work perfectly if the creator can deliver results at a considerable pace. Because I know they're all humans, we're all humans, not everything can happen like this, but let's say if the creator can deliver the content in a considerable amount of time, which is workable on a regular basis, that would work perfectly. But if you have bad communication, if you don't reply for days, if you're not helping us out with things we need, if the model is not just, if the creator is not giving us the content we need, then there's no way this can work, and unfortunately we would not be a good fit. Packages and pricing. So basically, these are the packages and these are the pricing. You can go through it. If you think it makes sense for you, you can go and book a call. If you're watching this on my website, there should be a button on top right. If you're watching this on YouTube, there should be a Calendly link or my website link in the description. You can go and basically book a call with me. Please don't waste my time. If you check all these boxes and this is something you need, only then book the call. Thank you. What are the next steps? You have booked a call already. After we book a call, we're going to discuss the situation of your agency or of your account if you're a creator. And after that, we're going to log into your CRM or your account, and we're going to go over and see what are the things we need. Maybe we need some improvements in the vault. Maybe we need some more posts. Maybe we need some this, that. Basically, we're going to tell you what we need. That is auditing and making a strategy at the same time and selecting the chatters for you carefully. A little bit about, I want to tell you about our chatters. We have European chatters, and they're always better than the Africans and the Filipinos. Nothing against them. They're good. I worked with them for the longest period of time, but they're more, Europeans are just more educated, better English, better IQ overall, and better emotional intelligence. It's just the environment and the society they grew up in, the way they grew up, the people they interacted with, how they lived, their lifestyle. It all accounts for that. Third is, after we select the chatters, after we do the deal, there is a safety deposit. None of that is a fee. Everything goes to your first paycheck. It's just to make sure we can pay the chatters. So once you have done the deposit, it's not going to be something huge. It's going to be minimal, just to make sure we can pay the chatters again. Third, onboarding. After everything is done, we start onboarding the chatters. We start onboarding the team. We get you a manager, a communication manager that will take care of everything with you. If you need anything, if we need anything. And after that, we just start chatting and start making money. The key here is, after we start chatting, the key here is communication and content delivery. And if that can be promised, we can guarantee you results pretty much. To end the video, I just want to say, I want to end with this quote. Cheap talent costs you twice. once when you hire them, and again when they fail. So if you want killers, you pay for killers. Thank you very much.